Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about My Last Song, which is the last song on our record, Here I Go.
Yes, so my last song was actually the last song written on the record, and Take Me Back was the second to last song written. And my last song is kind of one of the more interesting ones because this was definitely a song written out of conviction, more so than experience. I think that for many songwriters, they write about from experience or conviction, but for me, I know, and I do believe that the Lord gives me these experiences and gives me specific convictions so that I can write songs about them and share them. And that was definitely the case with this song. So I just remember it was just one day. Can't remember the day, can't even remember the time. It was just one day I was just hit with this conviction, and I've never felt anything like that before. It was the strongest thing I've ever felt, probably, and I just remember I would think about performing, and I would think about songwriting, and I would think about music, and I would just think, like, why am I doing it? Why am I literally basing all of my days and putting my whole life into this one thing, you know? What am I doing it for? Am I doing it for myself? And, you know, am I truly doing it for the audience? Or, you know, am I doing it for the Lord, you know? And I would think about it, and it would just make me feel like, gosh, I could barely think about it. It was just this conviction, and I remember I would be sitting in class, and I couldn't focus just because I was thinking about it, you know, all the time. But the thing is, so I felt that conviction, and then right away, you know, I was like, okay, I gotta write a song. So then I started, you know, writing this song, and everything just kind of started to fall into place, and it took a couple of days to write the song, and then after that couple of days, the feeling went away, and I've never felt it again. And so, you know, what can explain that, you know? Nothing can. But simply the fact that I believe the Lord wanted me to know where I stood in my songwriting, know why I was doing it, and I don't want to do this if it's not for you. I don't want to sing it if it's not the truth. I don't want to do this if I'm not doing it with the right intentions, if I'm not singing for the Lord, you know? And so I believe that He gave me that feeling so I could understand that, and that song really is kind of the basis for the whole record, because I mean, it just says who we are as a band, you know.
And you said that was this the last song that you wrote?
And this was the last song.
Chronologically.
Yeah.
Which, do you feel like that like has significance, that like you went on this whole journey of like writing these songs and putting them together as a record, and then the very last song you wrote was to remind you and ground you, like, and make sure that through the journey you hadn't lost the foundation that you started from?
For sure, yeah. And there was a time when, like, I had written 9 songs, so it was almost time to, you know, start putting out the record, you know. And I went through a time of, like, oh, whoa, maybe I should take a step back and see if this is actually what I should be doing, you know. And that was scary because I spent all this time, you know, like, writing these songs and stuff. But then I wrote this one, and I was reassured.
Yeah, and I remember, and maybe I don't remember it quite right because I was at school while you were writing these, but I remember you saying, oh, I want 10 songs, and I want that last song, and you were kind of searching for that last song and trying to find it, and it wasn't coming, and you were worried, I'm not going to be able to write. I remember you telling me, I don't know if I can write a 10th song for this record, so that is really amazing, almost, that it just came like that out of conviction.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
But yes, that is the story of my last song. It's more of a heavy story, but it's truth, and that's how songwriting goes for
It
me
needs to
a lot
be
of times.
shared.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope you listen to the song, and I hope you enjoy.
There was absolutely nothing funny about that. Should I like button up my shirt? I look
No.
like a frump. This is going to take us forever.